Welcome on into episode 2 of our Houston Cougars Dynasty here on College Football 26. Thank you all so much for all the views and likes and response on episode 1. If you guys haven't checked that out already, make sure y'all go and give it a watch. But here we are in week 3. We're about to take on Colorado in our first Big 12 conference game. We do have some coach skills to use here. And so we're going to put those into motivator for offensive linemen. I want to get to tier 3 basically across the board in the motivator tree before we really start branching out and doing other trees, because I want that off-season progression boost. Take a quick look here at recruiting, and we're going to sort by national rank. Emmanuel Rios, the only 5-star on our board. We're still in first place for him. He's at his top 8. Texas, Ohio State, and USC are right behind us, so it's going to be interesting to see if we can maintain our lead on this guy. I did have our offensive coordinator draw up a scouting report here on our guy, and here it is, recruiting profile for Emmanuel Rios, 5-star left tackle, 5-star archetype, raw strength, height and weight, hometown of Angleton, Texas. Strengths, pure power. This kid could pancake a brick wall. When Rios gets his mitts on defenders, it's over. He's a road-grading, soul-stealing mauler in the run game. Grip strength. Defensive linemen don't disengage. They get stuck in a Rios hug and go for a ride. Anchor ability. Bull rushers bounce off him like toddlers on a trampoline. Instant pocket security. Length and frame. NFL caliber measurables. Ideal build for blindside protector with room to refine technique. Speaking of his technique, weaknesses, footwork. He's heavy-footed and a little slow getting to wide speed rushers. Quick edge guys can stress his base. Technique needs work. He relies too much on his strength. His punch timing and hand placement are inconsistent. And balance issues, occasionally lunges and leans in pass pro, leaving him vulnerable to inside counters. Off the field notes, weight room legend. Bench presses, SUVs, squats, office buildings. Strength numbers are freakish for a high schooler. Nearly broke the state record in the powerlifting circuit. He has a basketball background. He played power forward, surprisingly nimble in short areas. Maturity concerns, he reported a minor locker room altercation last year. Nothing criminal, but there's a bit of a my way or no way vibe. Definitely an alpha, needs structure and leadership. Well, he'll get plenty of that here. I kind of don't mind having that sort of personality, especially, on the offensive line where you're hitting guys every play, but definitely needs to rein that in. Don't want him getting in fights with his teammates. Community ties, coaches, youth football camps in the offseason, mentor to younger players at Angleton High School. Player comp, Greg Little, Ole Miss and the Miami Dolphins. Massive frame, elite strength, and high upside, but development will come down to coaching and reps. If he takes to refinement, he could be a future top 50 NFL pick. If not, he's still a starting caliber left tackle in most Power 5 rooms. Final assessment, Emmanuel Rios is raw, mean, and built like a vending machine that fights back. If we bring him in and let our staff mold him, we'll have a potential All-American tackle and the type of dude who sets the tone for an entire offense. You can't teach what he has, but we can coach up what he doesn't. Coach, this is a cornerstone recruit. Let's go all in. And that is exactly what we're doing on Rios. Tejada, we are second to Utah currently. I'm hoping we can continue to climb on his board. Jelani Tangelo, we are very high up on him. Hopefully we can get this recruitment over very quickly. We do have some guys that are in top 5, so we're going to go and try to hard sell them. And I'm going to get all of this situated, and I'll probably show you guys at the end once we have it all figured out. All right, so not a whole lot changed. We just put some hard sells on a few of these guys. Some of these guys, their hard sell, we had very low grades in, so we're just going to send the house on them. But still only 13 guys on the board right now. We're using up all of our hours, so I don't want to add anyone else to the board yet. But we probably will here in another week or so once some of these guys start committing. Let's go ahead and hop in here to our first game of the episode against Colorado. They're 86 across the board, so definitely much higher rated than us. This is going to be a tough one if we want to pull this one off. All right, third down alert. We got 3rd and 1 at their 29-yard line here. We're going to go read option here. They're showing pressure here. We're going to keep it with Weigman, and he's going to get the first there. Oh, but the ball comes out! He was reaching forward for more, and the ball gets knocked out by Tawfiq Bayard there. A big turnover early, and the Cougar fans can't believe it. All right, big third down here. 3rd and 8 coming up here for the Buffaloes. Need to get a stop here and get the ball back. 3rd and 8, they're going to drop back to throw. Oh, and there we go. They're going to run, and their quarterback's going to get the first. Caden Slater on the run there. Now we've got another third down opportunity here. This time 3rd and 16. So we're going to back it up and just try and get them to throw it underneath like that, and we'll just stop them there. 4th and 11 from the 43. They aren't able to put points on the board, but now we've got it in the red zone here. 1st and 10 from the 19 coming up. 2 tight end look here. Weigman going to hand to Connors here. Going to try to bounce it outside. We've got some space inside the 10-5, and going to get knocked out at the 2. Great run there for Dean Connors. Weigman in the gun here. Going to hand to Connors on 1st down, and he's going to get in untouched for the score, and the Cougars are up early here on Colorado. Another red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 from the 18. Weigman in the pistol, 2 tight end look. They're going to start off with a handoff to Connors, and he'll get about a yard, if that, on the play. 2nd down coming up. All right, 2nd and 9 here. Johnson's going to go on this corner. And we'll see if anything gets open. We're just going to throw quickly here to Thomas in the flat. He'll get a catch and pick up about 4 before going down. 3rd and 5 coming up. Weigman in the gun here. Connors to his left. 2 tight ends on the field. We're going to drop to throw. Got plenty of time, and we've got Cazoyle over the middle, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston! They just left the big body tight end wide open, and he's able to catch it and get in the end zone easily there, and it's a 2-score lead now for Houston. Back in the red zone once more here. 3rd and 8 coming up from the 18. Weigman back to throw here, and we're looking towards the corner. Does he get it? No, it's going to be intercepted, picked off by the defense. And Colorado with their 2nd forced turnover of the day. We've got it back. 2-minute drill here. We're going to try to put some more points on the board. We got it at our own 47. 2 tight end look here. Weigman going under center. You don't see this a whole lot from this offense as he'll drop to throw. Going to throw over the middle for York, the secondary tight end, and he'll pick up about 8 here. Under 45 seconds to play here in the first half. We're going to send Cazoyle up the field on the streak there. And there we go. We've got Johnson on the slant. I kind of wanted to throw it to Cazoyle, but I think I tapped it too much and accidentally had him pump fake it. Weigman in the gun here, 1st and 10 from the 37, back to throw. We're just going to throw it up here for Cazoyle. Can he moss him? And no, it's going to be knocked away, incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Weigman in the gun here from the 37, 2nd and 10. Play action, and he's under pressure here. Looking, going to fire it, and that's going to be out of bounds, incomplete there. 3rd and 10 now. 13 seconds remain here before the half. Weigman back to throw. Going to get it out to Connors here on a screen, and he's going to lose yardage there on that one. They're going to call timeout here with 5 seconds remaining. And I don't think we can hit that field goal, so we're just going to try to Hail Mary this thing. 4th and 14. Weigman back to throw here. Here we go. Shot at a Hail Mary here before the half, and it's knocked down, incomplete. So we'll take a 14-0 lead into halftime. 3rd and 4 coming up. We're going to see if Cazoyle gets open on the drag. This play hasn't been great for me so far, but we'll see how it goes. 3rd and 4 in the gun. Back to throw here. And he's going to get open, and we're going to have the 1st down and more. Tanner Cazoyle with another great catch here. The 3rd and 8 here. 5 wide spread out for Weigman as he's in the gun. He'll drop to throw here. And he's going to throw, and he's got Cazoyle in the middle of the field. Got him on the stick and nod there. The double move fooled him, and the tight end is having a phenomenal game here. Now 1st and 10 from the 12 following the big passing play. Weigman going to hand to Connors here, and he's going to get about a yard on the carry up the middle. Not much more there. Weigman in the gun here. Play action. Going to throw quickly over the middle for Broussard, and he's hit and can't hang on to the quick pass there. It'll be 3rd down. Weigman in the gun here making some changes to the play. Back to throw, going to find Johnson on the slant, and he's going to fall forward and reach, and they'll give him the first. Thought he might end up a bit short there, but he'll have it 1st and goal here for the Cougars. Now Weigman under center there. Sanford, the backup running back there behind him, and he'll get the carry here on 1st and goal, trying to find space, and he'll get down to about the 1, but that'll be it. Weigman in the gun here, back to throw, and he's going to throw it on the bubble screen RPO to his man there. And he'll get in the end zone off the bubble screen. Touchdown for the Cougars as this one's turning into a blowout against Colorado. Our defense has played phenomenal today. And we've got another red zone opportunity here at the 18-yard line. 2nd and 4 coming up. Weigman in the gun. He'll hand to the running back Butler. and he'll get about 2 yards there on that carry. Weigman in the gun here, 3 wide spread out. We're going to get a read option here, and Butler's going to get it. He'll have the first down and more all the way down to the 6. Good carry there by DJ Butler, the sophomore. Now 1st and goal as Sanford's back in at running back. Look for Kazoil on that little inside curl there. Back to throw here. Weigman now pressured, going to run, and he's just going to throw this one away incomplete there. 2nd and goal coming up. Weigman in the gun here, 2nd and goal from the 6. Trips to the left for him here. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to look for Kazoil at tight end. He'll catch it and go down near the 2. Trips to the right. Thomas is going to go on this little bubble screen here if Sanford can't get in. And there we go. Yeah, we're going to get him on the bubble screen. A great block there in the end zone. Allows Thomas to get in again. Touchdown, Houston. And the route continues. 1st and 10 from the 16 now. 28-0 is the score. Weigman, play action here. Gonna throw towards the corner. Johnson caught it at the 1, and he goes out of bounds. 1st and goal coming up. Sanford, the running back, in here. Weigman hands it to him, and he can't quite get in. 2nd and goal coming up. And Dean Connors, the running back in now. He had quite a bit of wear and tear, so we had him out for a bit, but now he's back in. He'll get the carry, and he's going to fall forward into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. And this is officially a blowout here in the Big 12. As it looks like they're going for it on 4th and 2. Quarterback in the gun, 4 wide spread out here on 4th down. Man in motion in the backfield. We're going to bring pressure. He's going to swing it out to his guy in the backfield, and we lit him up, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. But that'll be it for this one. We win it 35-0 over Colorado here at home. Great home win in the conference for us. Let's take a look at the stats. Connor Weigman, 23 for 38, 60% completion percentage, 276 yards, 3 touchdowns. Did have 1 interception on the day. Dean Connors, 22 carries, 115 yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns on the day. DJ Butler, 2 carries for 12 yards, and then Rashawn Sanford, 2 carries for 1 yard on the day. Tanner Kazoil was our leading receiver, 7 catches for 99 yards and a touchdown. Dean Connors had 4 catches for 32 yards out of the backfield. Amari Thomas, 4 catches, 28 yards, 2 touchdowns. Stephon Johnson, 4 catches for 46 yards. Harvey Broussard, 2 catches for 48 yards. Defensively, Kentrell Webb led us with 4 tackles on the day. We had 2 TFLs from McGuire and Webb. McGuire had our only sack on the day, and Will James had our only interception on the day. And then Brandon Mack II forced a fumble on the day. He actually had 2 fumble recoveries on the day. There's that. We are 3-0 now, moving on to week 4. We've got a bunch of people moving into their top 3 and top 5 schools now. We have a bye week here in week 4. Let's check out the recruiting, see how that's going. Rios still only in his top 8, but we took a big jump this week. We are pretty close to getting him to commit. And now we've jumped up to number 1 on Miguel Tejado, the middle linebacker there. Still a nice lead on Jelani Tangelo there, and let's see if we can get a scouting report on him from the offensive coordinator. Here's our scouting report on Jelani Tangelo, the running back. Top of our recruiting board at the moment, the 4-star running back, north-south receiver out of Missouri City, Texas. Strengths, decisive runner, no dancing, no BS. He hits the hole like he's late for a flight. His north-south style turns 4-yard gains into 8 before the defense blinks. Hands and route running, easily one of the most polished receiving backs in the region. Clean routes out of the backfield, natural hands, and a feel for soft spots in zone. Vision, excellent lane ID and quick reaction to backside cuts, doesn't overrun blocks and sees leverage like a vet. Balance through contact, stays upright through arm tackles, and absorb hits without losing momentum. Weaknesses, top end speed, he's more fast enough than a home run threat. He'll hit 20 yards with ease but rarely takes it 60. Pass protection, technique is raw and inconsistent. He'll engage but often loses leverage, needs time in the film room and weight room. Ball security, 1 fumble every 40 touches isn't tragic, but it's not elite. Gotta tighten the clamps when contact is coming. Off the field notes, track team captain, runs a crisp 11.2 in the 100 meter. Not blazing, but it speaks to his straight line burst. Volunteer youth coach, helps coach flag football for 8 to 10-year-olds in his hometown. Teachers rave about his leadership and presence. Health record, suffered a high ankle sprain his junior year, but fully recovered, no chronic injury concerns. Player comparison, Kennedy Brooks, Oklahoma and Philadelphia Eagles. Efficient, under-control runner with great hands and vision. Not flashy, but consistently productive and fits beautifully into spread and zone-based run games. Final assessment. Tangelo isn't a highlight machine, but he is a first down factory. He's the kind of back who gets stronger as the game goes on, wears down defenses, and becomes a mismatch nightmare when we flex him out in motion. Might not break the internet, but he damn sure moves the chains. Get him in our system, give him 15 to 18 touches, and he'll do the rest. Let's close out on him before some SEC West team realizes what they're missing. I think that's a great report there from our offensive coordinator. As you can see, we are ready to hard sell him, so we're going to do that. We've got pretty good grades here, so I do feel comfortable doing the hard sell instead of just leaving send the house on him. But hopefully, like our offensive coordinator said, none of these other big schools realize how good he is yet. We can get him committed to us quickly. Everyone else is still looking pretty good. I don't think we're going to be able to come back against LSU and USC on this guy, so we may take him off our board here pretty soon and use those points towards getting guys on visits soon. Cluster looks good. A lot of these guys are looking good. We've got our first commit here. The 3-star wide receiver Vi Mapu out of Manville, Texas is the first guy to commit to us. We did have that weak side linebacker commit to LSU, which is actually kind of a good thing that he went ahead and did that so we can go ahead and get some guys on visits soon. All right, I'm feeling pretty good about where we're sitting at recruiting now. Now we've got a game on the road against the 0-4 Oregon State Beavers. And we're exactly the same ratings across the board, so a pretty even matchup here against the Pac-12 team. All right, we've got a big third down here, 3rd and 4 coming up from our 29. Quarterback in the gun, 4 wide, spread out here, and it's going to be a handoff here. Are we going to be able to bring him down? We do. Great job there by the safety coming up and making the play. Great tackle there. Now it's 1st and 10 for him down at the 16. We've got to contain on this quarterback here, and it's going to be a handoff counter run up the middle, and he's going to get past us, and that's a 10-yard run all the way down to the 6-yard line. Now 4 wide spread out here for the quarterback who's in the gun on 1st down, and it's going to be another handoff here to the running back, and he'll get maybe a yard on that one. Anthony Hankerson on the carry. All right, we're going to bring a little pressure here because they're running the ball right down our throats. We need to hit them in the mouth hard here. Quarterback in the gun, man in motion here. And now he motions back to his original side as he's going to throw over the middle on the slant there. And it's going to be a touchdown for the Beavers as they take the lead early. All right, we've got a 3rd and 2 here to convert. Going to run this little peak slant here. If the linebacker there crashes, we'll throw the slant. If not, we'll let Connors try to pick this up. And Connors is going to lower the shoulder and pick it up there. Now we've got another 3rd and 2 down at the 28. 2 tight end look here. Weigman in the gun. They've got 4 down linemen here. Only 1 high safety. They may be bringing pressure here, and they do. And Weigman forced out of the pocket. Just going to throw it, and it's going to be overthrown and intercepted by the defense. And it's going to be run back to the 23. Was trying to make the run on the throw there. Thomas overthrew him, and it winds up in the hands of the Oregon State safety. Thankfully, it doesn't lead to points for him here as it's back in our hands. 3rd and 4 at midfield. Going to go with the curl routes here, and we're going to throw to Kazoil, and he's going to hang on through the contact there. That's the guy we always know we can go to in moments like this. Wait, was Weigman out? Weigman is out. Zion Chris, the backup, is in. What is wrong with Weigman? Okay, so he's out 2 quarters. We also have Corey Platt Jr., our 76 overall sophomore weak side linebacker, is week to week. And our starting center is out multiple weeks, by the way. So it looks like Zion Chris is going to get some time to shine here as we're going to hand it off to Dean Connors here as he's going to fight forward for a gain of about 4 on that one. Now we're in the red zone here. What can Zion Chris do? Try to get us on the board. They are showing pressure here. They're going to drop back. We're going to throw to the left side. We've got Johnson there at the 1. Great throw, great catch there on the curl route. And it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Got a lot of wear and tear across the board. We're going to start subbing some guys out here a bit. Chris in the gun here. We're going to hand to Connors, and he's only going to be able to get about a yard on that one. And Oregon State will call a timeout with 1:42 remaining here before the half. They want to try to get the ball back here before halftime. We've got it 2nd and goal here from the 1. Read option. Going to hand to Connors, and he's going to push in. They are going to say he got into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. And we're going to tie the game up here, and we've got the ball back. 2-minute drill time here. 1:04 remaining. Ball at our own 48. One timeout left. That's plenty of time for us to go down the field and at the very least get into field goal range. Chris back to throw. We're going to dump it to Kazoil in the flat. He'll have about 9 yards there as he goes out of bounds with 59 seconds remaining. Wear and tear looking pretty good. We're going to sub guys back in. Connors, we're going to try to set up a little screen here on second down. And we don't get the... Oh, but a great spin move there after the guy missed his block. What a spin move by Dean Connors to fool the defender. Now 1st and 10 from the 37. We're going to go 4 wide, and we're going to go 4 verts. And I think we've got a guy deep. Is it going to be Muse? No, it's intercepted. Just floated it a bit too long there. He was wide open, but the ball floated, and the safety able to come over and get his second interception of the day. Now we've got a 3rd and 3 coming up. Ball at the 44-yard line. Quarterback back to throw here, and he's going to throw to the running back out of the backfield, and they're going to say he's short. 4th and inches coming up here. They are going to go for it. A 3 tight end look here, so they're definitely showing run, and we're not going to get in. It's a turnover on downs, baby. Great penetration there. Let's go. All right, 3rd and 4 here. We're just going to run basic slants here. Read the mic there over the middle. And we're going to throw to Thomas. He's still on his feet somehow. Not sure why I threw that ball. I thought he was about to break off of that guy. We got a touchdown there somehow. And now we've got a 3rd down alert deep in their territory at the 23. 3rd and 9 here. Weigman back into the game. I want to try something here. We're just going to throw Kazoil on a streak here and just see what happens there. We got Thomas there, and he's still on his feet there. Picks up 6. It'll be short of the first, but a nice job there to hang on to the pass. And they want me to go for it here on 4th and 3 instead of kicking the field goal to go up by 10. Weigman in the gun. Here's where we go for it. And we're going to throw to our guy, Kazoil, and he's able to hang on through the contact again. The man is a beast, and that's why we always target him in those situations. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 12. Can we get another score here to put this one out of reach? Back to throw. And we're going to throw for Johnson towards the end zone. Touchdown! He caught it through the contact and everything. Just a beautiful job of boxing that one out. And Weigman comes back after missing a lot of this game and throws what could be the nail in the coffin for Oregon State. Let's take another look at that one there. Stephon Johnson breaks out, sees the ball coming, and just puts his body between the defender and the ball and gets the score there to make it a 2-touchdown lead. They're going to go for it on 4th down here, 4th and 10 from the 34. We're going to bring pressure here on 4th and 10. 4 wide spread out for him here, and we're going to bring the blitz, and we're going to hit him with Machado, and it's a bad throw, and Brown picks it off, intercepted, and that might be enough to end this one. They get the ball back there again, going for it on 4th and 10. Machado got a heck of a hit on the quarterback that last play there. Now 4 wide, he'll drop to throw. And he's got a man deep. No, he's going off to the right side. And it's going to be caught. And he's still in bounds. Our guy just quit trying. He was right there next to him, and he didn't try to bring him down. We had 2 guys there, and they just got completely mossed on that play. Oh, my gosh. Darius Clemens, the wide receiver. Let's take another look here. A deep shot there. 1-on-1. The corner doesn't get it, and then the safety comes over and takes out the corner instead of hitting the receiver, and then he's just able to take off. All right, we have the ball here, 1st and 10 at our own 19, 2:19 remaining. We're going to rely on Connors here to try and pick up some yards and try to end this game as we get nowhere there on that run. It's a timeout there by the Beavers. By the way, we're only up by 6, so if they score a touchdown, they could win this game. We're going to go RPO here, RPO bubble, see if Broussard gets open on the bubble screen. If not, we'll hand to Broussard. Looks like it's another hand to Connors, not Broussard, but he's going to lose yards, so they're going to call a timeout. And I think it's time to put it in the air here and try to pick up this first. They have no timeouts left, but the 2-minute warning will stop the clock again for him. Weigman back to throw. Oh, there we go. Beautiful job by Muse getting open on that crossing route. Still going down to the 40-yard line. And that will end this one. Houston can sit on this one, and they will hand Oregon State their 5th loss to start the season, as the Cougars will now move to 4-0 on the season. Weigman had a pretty good day, 6 for 9, 62 yards with 1 touchdown and an interception. Zeon Chris did pretty good when he came in, 13 for 15, 116 yards, did have the 1 interception. Dean Connors, 21 carries, 85 yards and 2 touchdowns, continuing to have a phenomenal season. Stephon Johnson, 7 catches, 80 yards and a touchdown. Dean Connors, 4 catches for 27 yards out of the backfield. Mari Thomas, 4 catches, 24 yards. Tanner Kazoyo, 3 catches, 24 yards. Mekhi Muse, 1 catch for 23 yards. Will James led us with 7 total tackles on the day. Quite a few TFLs on the day. We only had 1 sack from Everett Rogers. 1 interception there for Rook Brown. And then a forced fumble by Brandon Mack on the day. So that is week 5. We're going to move on to week 6. We'll probably play one more game here for this episode. Let's see if we get any more commits. We do. This one from the 3-star edge, Roderick Jones. And that is going to be it. So none of the higher guys commit this week. And Ohio State creeping up there for Emmanuel Rios. We do have a week 6 visit planned for Rios, so hopefully that helps us jump ahead a bit and secure that commitment. We also have a week 6 visit for Miguel Tejada and for Jelani Tangelo. We actually have a week 6 visit for a lot of these guys, especially the higher up guys. Hopefully we're able to finish these guys off soon. And we are actually at that week 6 matchup with a ranked Texas Tech. So if we could win this one, it would be huge for us in recruiting. They are much higher rated than us. That hasn't stopped us so far this season. I'm taking guys on. All right, we've got a 3rd and 8 here to start this one at our side of the field at the 41. Quarterback in the gun, 3 wide, spread out. They're going to drop to throw. They're running slants. And they're going to throw it over the middle, and they got a guy open. That was just a good job there by Morton. We should have got home earlier with the pass rush. He just had all day back there to throw. All right, 3rd and 12 here. Got to make sure they don't pick this up. Quarterback in the gun, dropping to throw. Oh, and he's going deep. Looking for it, and it's going to get intercepted by McCutcheon. And this one's going to be returned. It's the 30, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds at the 33. What an interception from the senior transfer from USC, picking off the quarterback there in the end zone and running it back. Another 3rd down here. We haven't gotten to do any offense here, so I guess our offense just hasn't been playing well. Defense has got to step up here. Man in motion here, 4 wide, dropping back to throw, and he's got a guy wide open there, and he's going to get the 1st down and more. All right, 1st and 10 from the 13. They're back in the red zone here. 5 wide for the quarterback, spread out. He'll drop to throw. And looking in zone, and he's got his guy. Touchdown. Beautiful throw there on the corner route to Carter. That's just a good throw there. Oh, but we're down in the red zone. We're down at the 11. Big run play there sets us up. Here we go. Weigman in the gun. We're going to hand to Connors, and he's only going to get maybe a yard on that one. All right, Weigman in the gun. 4 wide, spread out here. And he's going to roll out. He's got space, and he's taken off, and Connor Weigman into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston, and we're going to tie the game up here. All right, 2-minute drill. We're down 14-7 here, so need to get points on the board here before half. Going to start the drive at our own 25-yard line here. Going to drop to throw. Forced out. Oh, we've got Kazoil deep, wide open, and he's got it past midfield down to the 45 before he's taken out of bounds. Now Weigman's in the gun here. 1st and 10 after the big play. 4 wide, dropping to throw. Going to hit Allen, or Connors out of the backfield. I don't know why I keep wanting to call him Allen. Connors is going to get all the way down to the 22, so this has been a great start to the drive here. 2 big pass plays as we picked up that blitz perfectly there from Texas Tech. Weigman back to throw. And we're just going to throw it to Thomas underneath on a little hitch route. He'll pick up a few yards. We're going to call a timeout there with 43 seconds remaining. We definitely need to make sure we get a touchdown here. Can't settle for 3. We're going to drop. We're going to throw it out to Connors, and there we go. Oh, I think we've got it. Yes, we do. That is a touchdown off the screen. 37 seconds left, and we are going to tie this thing up here going into halftime. All right, we've got a big 3rd down here. Need to make sure they don't convert. Quarterback in the gun. They've got a weird-looking setup here as they're going to make our guy miss. And it's going to be a big play for him all the way down to the 15. We're going to bring some pressure here, 2nd and 7. See if we can knock them back a little bit. Man in motion here, and it's going to be a handoff up the middle, and he's going nowhere, actually going backwards as Joyner loses a yard there. It'll be 3rd and 8 coming up here. 4 wide, spread out. Quarterback making some changes there at the line. He's going to drop to throw. And throwing towards the end zone, and it's going to get caught. What? What? No. No. Why is my guy that's in front of him not going for the ball? Coy Eakin. I got my two best corners over there. I clicked onto the guy behind him instead of the guy in front of him. All right, 3rd and 7 situation here at midfield. Weigman going to come out under center. They're going to bring pressure. Weigman rolling. Going to take off. Gets the block, and he's going to get the first. There we go. Just barely got what we needed there to keep the drive alive. Doesn't matter. We don't get points. And then our offense just really hasn't done a whole lot. Going to swing it out to their running back here. And he'll get about 7, actually, as he falls forward. I don't like these weird formations they're coming out in. There we got the 2-minute timeout. We do have all 3 timeouts. We're probably going to have to start calling them soon. They're going to get a first down there, and we'll have to call a timeout there. Minute 56 remaining. We'll get 4 there on that one. We call another timeout. Minute 52 remaining in this one. Quarterback in the gun here on 2nd and 6. Ball at the 31. They're going to throw it, actually. And they've got a guy wide open there. We call time, and they can just sit on it now. That is going to be it. We are going to get our first loss of the year in a game we absolutely needed with all of these recruits visiting. Hopefully, it doesn't hurt us too much with those guys. But man, just not able to do anything offensively. Connor Weigman, a bit of a rough game. Only 11 passing attempts on the day, 137 yards and a touchdown. 12 carries for 42 yards for Dean Connors, who got hurt in this game. Connor Weigman, 8 carries, 72 yards and a touchdown. No one really did much receiving-wise. Tanner Gazoyle had the 1 catch for 31 yards. We just didn't have the ball at all in this game. I mean, they just had the ball the entire game just about. I mean, look at all the tackles. They were just on offense the entire game almost. We had 1 sack. It was a combined sack for Hunter McGuire and Carlos Allen. 2 interceptions, 1 for Will James, 1 for Latrell McCutcheon. No forced fumbles on the day. But, man, just didn't do what we needed to do in that one. We're going to advance to week 7, and we'll see if we got any commits from those visits in that game. Hopefully we do. We get the 3-star edge Tyreek Terrell to commit, but that is it. Oof, not great there. And after his visit, Rios, we only have a slight edge on Texas, so it's going to be very difficult for us to keep him at this point, I'm afraid. Tejada, again, we only have a slight lead on Utah. Texas is starting to pursue him. They've offered him a scholarship. Angelo, we're way out ahead on SMU at this point. I feel pretty good about us keeping him. Clinton, I mean, A&M and Ole Miss are coming quick on him, so it's going to be rough. And then we've fallen behind on Shane McCluster. His visit isn't for another couple of weeks, so he could jump back in front of USC, possibly. But it is not looking good right now. That's going to do it for episode 2 here of our Houston Cougars Dynasty series. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave it a like, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the rest of the series, and I will see you guys in the next one.